Welcome, fellow Americans. How y'all doing? I like getting this smoky, especially if I'm gonna be running my goddamn mouth. I love a smoky room, as long as it's not cigarettes. You know what I hate? I hate when I'm out having a good time. I'll be at the Hollywood Bowl or wherever smoking some weed, and then here come a cigarette smoker turning their nose up at me. I'm like, bitch, you addicted. Fuck out my face. How dare a cigarette smoker turn their nose up at somebody smoking the good shit? All right, let's get some background music. There we go. What's up, everybody? Okay, why is this not going down? There we go. There we go. So yeah, there we go. Welcome, everybody. So I was watching Real Life Productions. Salute to Real Life Productions. We'll make sure you go to that channel. They're famous. That's the famous blue couch, or the infamous blue couch, that Jaguar writers told many a truths on. And don't hit me back with how you feel. I don't give a fuck how you feel about Jaguar Wright. I fucks with her for real, for real. Not saying she perfect or say everything right. Not even talking about that. Everybody gets something wrong. But she be right than a motherfucker. Although this whole Jay-Z thing, I told y'all this first time Jay-Z, before we get into Fat Joe, I told y'all, did I not tell y'all, I said Jay-Z is a shady motherfucker and he is going to go down, but not this time. I told y'all that, didn't I? I said not this time, because Tony Busby is full of shit. And any case tied to Tony Busby, you should already know, is probably frivolous, like it was with Deshaun Watson from the Houston Texans. And just go look at what he did with Deshaun Watson. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find that post. Let me see if I can find that post so I can show y'all something. Then we're going to get into today's topic. Posted from me. Here we go. Yeah, it was from his card reading show that I did. Remember I read Jay-Z's cards? Oh shit, I gotta redo all my settings, man. Fuck. This thing had an update. Hold on. Remember this? When I wrote this? I said Jay-Z is dirty and foul. But Tony Busby is foul too. An ambulance chaser. He's a male Gloria Allred. It's not going to happen this time. I said that last year. And then also on this post that I put up on December 8th. I say this lawsuit's coming, but this case is bullshit. It ain't it. And y'all know me. Anyone who's been watching me for a long time, you know I don't fuck with Jay-Z. You know, I think he ain't shit. And he's done a lot of foul things. But you can't ambulance chase your way to this shit. You know, if you're going to get Jay-Z, you got to get him on something that he did. Not some shit that you ambulance chase for. So I'm glad to see, you know, that all come out, because I'm the kind of person, if somebody do wrong, let them pay for their wrong deeds. But don't let nobody go to jail on no bullshit. I don't want that. I don't want that. Let it be for what they did, not for some shit y'all created. But anyway, on Real Life Productions, they had Gongu, Roach, Gu. I first heard about him on the Star Report. They interviewed him, and they interviewed him about getting money from artists, back from artists and for artists. And in this interview that he did on Real Life Productions, Real Life Street Stars, in this interview, he talked about how he got his money back from Fat Joe. I mean, got Fat Joe's mom his bread. And he goes into talking about that and basically how they settled for 2.3 million and there was more money that could have been found because there was pages missing. But anyway, we're gonna go through a few parts of this interview. I encourage you to watch the whole interview because it's a great interview, just on how dirty the music game is. So if there's any musicians out there listening, this real life street. So I'm about to put the I'm about to post a link right now. Copy paste. I just posted the link in the chat. I just posted it in the chat, and then after this video, I'm going to post it in the description. And as a matter of fact, I'm gonna do two things at goddamn once, and I'm going to post this in the description. Right now, so I don't forget, because I want to make sure that this channel, Real Life Street Stars, I want to make sure y'all see this whole video. I'm gonna put this shit as a top comment. There we go. Boom. So the top comment is the link to the video, okay, in the description. The top thing. All right. So anyway, watch the whole video, especially to musicians out there, and just pay attention to all the ways they whoop-de-wamp you and boom-bamp you out of your royalties. Well, with that being said, I want to say welcome to the chat room. I know I didn't get right to y'all. Thank y'all for joining. I appreciate everybody for being here. I'm not going to go through every name because there's a lot of y'all up in here right now. And I want to make sure y'all, you share this. I looked at who else is on. Like, man, my man, I was watching Thought. That's the reason I'm late, because I was actually watching Thought Crimes. I got in like the last time. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't know there was a live. There was live. I want to push my live back because I like watching their show. I didn't know they was live. And yeah, I like watching Star Report. I just saw he live. I'm like, damn, it's a couple shows that I like watching live that are on right now. I'm like, damn, I should have pushed this shit back. Not for y'all, because I appreciate y'all for joining, but for me, because I like watching those channels. But especially Thought Crime, salute to them. Like that. And when I tuned in, they was talking about some real interesting shit. So I'm telling y'all right now, when I'm done talking, I'm gonna go back and watch Thought Crimes, because they were saying some interesting shit that I want to go back and hear from the beginning. But again, welcome everybody. I appreciate y'all for joining. I appreciate y'all for joining. And let's get into it. So Fat Joe, according to Gongu, was taking royalties from Big Pun. See, these are the people that we say that are lying on hip hop. You got Africa Bambooty. Y'all know his allegations. That motherfucker, you know what his allegations are. You got allegations Crazy Legs. And you got somebody who stole from his own homie, saying hip hop is 50-50. What does that tell you? This is establishing seeing a pattern here. Seeing a pattern of people who are alleged by many. I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not saying any of these people are, because I wasn't there for none of this shit. But you hear these crazy things circling around these people. And it ain't no normal, they stole the Snicker bars from the liquor store kind of shit. No, it ain't that. It ain't no, because some stuff, people go through hard times. They be like, and that was kind of unscrupulous, but like, okay. But when it comes to them kind of allegations, nah. You just a fucking scumbag. And so, you're right, Rick Havoc. I wasn't there. So I'm not going to sit here and act like I know any of what's going on. We're doing really good on the likes ratio. I appreciate y'all. We got a little over 200 in here, 100 likes. Now let's get some more likes on here. But so far, So good on the likes ratio. So let me go to the part of the video. So this is on Real Life Street Stars, their channel. Again, salute to that channel. They be having some dope ass interviews. I like that blue couch. I like what they do over there. I think they based in Dallas, but you know, I like the fact that they're documenting our present, you know, and our past, and I salute anybody out there documenting what we do. I really do. I salute any and everybody out there that's that documents us. Hold on. I got something going on with my mic right here. There we go. There we go. Can y'all hear me? Hello? Hello? There we go. Can y'all hear me? All right, cool. I had some shit going on here in my mic. My bad. But I salute everybody out there documenting and, you know, and interviewing us. And again, I'm gonna start today's show the way I ended yesterday's show. It's high time you so-called A-list artists start coming on these black media platforms. My channel, Real Life Street Stars, Art of Dialogue. I like his channel. He's very responsible with his reporting. Thought Crimes, Doggy Diamonds. This ain't necessarily about me. It's about us. It's about us. We can build us through our own internal network. The reason why Arsenio Hall was the dopest of all time was because Michael Jackson and Eddie Murphy supported. The two biggest stars on the planet at that time. They supported. And that's what made Arsenio bigger than Letterman, Leno, Carson, and all of them. Changed late night forever. Because our A-list of A-list supported somebody in syndication. Syndication to network TV is what YouTube is to network TV now. Back then, when syndication was, when you were in syndication, it was like a sideshow. It was like, okay, you were just some little off thing. The way they treat YouTubers now, the way they treat YouTubers is something on the side. That's what syndication was at the time of Arsenio Hall. But Michael Jackson, MC Hammer, and the who's who of Black America supported his show. And that elevated his status to above the network TV, above the big boys, NBC, CBS, and ABC. So I'm going to keep putting that challenge out there. This ain't a selfish thing for me. This is a selfish thing for the culture, for the black culture, that we get our shit documented right. Stop giving away interviews to these people just because your little manager say, he's the one to go to. Yeah, and that person you go to over at Billboard gonna frame you looking like an asshole too. And you be like, well, these hoes in Billboard. Yeah, but what did they write about you, nigga? All right, so back to what we talking about. So let's get into this interview. You'll see. Man, I gotta go. Man, I gotta redo my stream deck. Man, oh hell. Like I'm used to flipping my scenes with buttons and shit, but it had an update. I didn't realize that update. God damn it. I'm gonna have to reprogram this whole thing. Shit. I don't want to do all that. Man. I want to reprogram this whole, man, fuck out of here. Well, anyway, my bad, y'all. My bad. God damn it. My bad, y'all. I'm over here talking out loud. Ain't saying nothing. Ain't saying nothing. Y'all know that James Brown? You can't tell me how to run my life. You just talking loud. Ain't saying nothing. All right, let me put this screenshot up and then we gonna get started. I don't want to play their video. I want you to go watch their video. There we go. So let's listen to what he had to say. I said, appreciate the super chat. I thought that was no, I thought that was it's a super chat. 100. Appreciate that. Not an 86. I don't know what SEKs are, but I wanted it. But whatever it is, I appreciate it. God damn it, I appreciate everything. Y'all get the donation on the Cash App, $ DeJuan B1. But let's go into it.
It's public information, so.
Oh shit, that's doubling.
Don't hate on me.
Got you.
I don't like that. Let's see by now.
So let's go through. We're going to walk through a couple of these cases.
Can y'all hear that? Was the audio doubling to y'all? Was the audio doubling to y'all? What's up, Rocky? Let me see here. It was straight? Okay.
Big Pun. You know, a lot of people revere Big Pun.
Okay, good. Here we go. It was doubling on mine, but I'm good now.
Pun is one of the best Mexican rappers, Latin rappers, whatever you want to say, of all time. Like, a lot of people have him at that standard, right? And Fat Joe is the one that ushered him into the game. What happened? Take us through, number one, how does the publishing in his scenario work? What was it?
He's going through talking about Big Pun and Big Pun's publishing and how that whole situation worked out. Listen in. Here's his answer.
I wasn't there, for the whole time of what happened. I popped up around 2009, but I do know the scenario. I mean, according to Liza, after he passed away, Joe was telling her that, oh no, he owed me money. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come biannually saying, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt. And then for about 14 years, from about.
So what he just said, I'm gonna replay that part. He said for about 14 years, that Fat Joe was lying and saying that Big Pun's catalog was in debt. Let's listen to that part again.
I wasn't there, for the whole time of what happened. I popped up around 2009, but I do know the scenario. I mean, according to Liza, after he passed away, Joe was telling her that, oh no, he owed me money. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come by.
Yeah, 14 years. And I heard a lot of people had an issue with him saying Big Pun was Mexican. This real quick aside to you now New Yorkers. Let me tell you something. To the rest of America, to the founders of and the sole creators of hip hop, people that speak Spanish are all the same to us. And that's no disrespect, but we know the difference, but we don't. Especially from Texas, like Dallas, they know there's Mexicans in Dallas. So when us from LA, we'll see Fat Joe and be like, oh, that nigga Mexican. We don't. And excuse our ignorance, but let me say this very clear. Excuse our ignorance, but we still don't care. I don't mean to break it to you like that, We don't care. With respect, but let's chat room. Non-New Yorkers, am I lying? You from the South? I'm from LA. Everybody out here Mexican, but we got Guatemalans, El Salvadorians. We call them all Mexicans. We just do. I'm sorry. We got I had a homeboy that was from El Salvador, a little short, because El Salvador, them niggas is real short. And Guatemalans, they'll be like, I'm Guatemalan. We be like, I'm sorry? Again, that just goes into Black America. We're a very ethnocentric culture. That's why we don't borrow. That's how we don't take any inspiration or steal from you. Again, no disrespect. We just don't pay attention like that. So to us, we know he probably, well, nigga, it's just a nigga that speaks Spanish, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Mexican, Dominican. I don't know the fucking difference. And quite honestly, don't care to know. We're at home. And I don't apologize for that because, again, we're at home. And we at home, I can choose to get to know my guest or not know my guest. I don't be all in y'all shit. And then when I do go and listen to y'all music, I go to Latin jazz concerts. I listen to it with respect. You know what I mean? But I'm not here saying I ain't black. I ain't black. You got to learn me. You got to learn me. Like, no, if I'm in your shit, I'm gonna be like, cool. I'm gonna learn you. I'm not gonna expect to go to somebody's house and expect them to give me to forensically analyze me. What the fuck kind of ego shit is that? People at home minding their own goddamn business. It's not up to them to go around and you know, like what Kwame Brown would say. He think you a hell of a nigga. Like you ain't no hell of a nigga. Come on now, just calm down. Calm down. The comments in this video was crazy talking about that. Calm down. We don't care. Sorry. All right, let me just go back to the beginning of that part.
Have him at that standard, right? And Fat Joe was the one that ushered him into the game. What happened? Take us through, number one, how does the publishing in his scenario work?
I mean, I wasn't there, you know, for the whole time of what happened. I popped up around 2009, but I do know the scenario. I mean, according to Liza, after he passed away, Joe was telling her that, oh no, he owed me money. You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, a bunch of fake royalty statements started to come biannually saying, you know, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt, you're in debt. And then for about 14 years, from about 2000 to 2014, fake royalty statements was coming out.
So that's how in depth it went. According to Gongu, for 14 years, they were passing out fake royalty statements. For 14 years. That's how far he went to deceive Big Pun's mother? Wow. 14 years. And he was going around saying that he's in debt. Let me tell you how like these contracts work. Like when you sign a deal, that's all in advance. And then you don't start making money until the record label recoups their money. And that's where they whoop-de-whamp our artists and get us mixed up in that whole cabal. That's where they get us all mixed up. And in that, apparently, according to Gongu, again, this isn't me. I'm reporting the news, okay? That's all I'm doing is I'm reporting the news. According to the news here, this dude went so far as to create fake royalty statements. Fake royalty statements? Huh? Wow. For 14 years. I just want to kind of sit on that for a second. I don't even want to make a comment. Wow. All right, let's keep going.
To 2014?
Yeah, fake royalty statements were coming, and but Joe used Jelly Bean Benitez as a publisher. Jelly Bean Benitez was Madonna's ex-boyfriend from the early '80s. He produced a bunch of Madonna records back in the early '80s. He remixes DJs now. Gotcha. He became a publishing. He's pretty good in the publishing business. So he kind of like specialized in recruiting Latin people, Latin writers.
So Jelly Bean Benitez. Jelly Bean Benitez is somebody who used to work with Madonna and a lot of people. Let me pull this picture up for you. And he's a DJ, remixes a lot of music. This is the guy that recruits a lot of Latinos into the music industry. Jelly Bean Benitez, that's him. Cool hair. But I'm putting his picture up for a reason. A lot of black people are the first ones to say, We're the only ones that do it to ourselves. We do it to ourselves. This is a lineage of non-black people doing it to themselves too. And it isn't to isolate the Latino culture. What it is to isolate the music culture. Music is corrupt from the top down. The top breeds this kind of this dishonesty. Not taking away responsibility from Fat Joe or Sylvia or Robinson or Puffy or any of these people who steal from people, not absolving them of their crimes. But as you see, no matter what race the people are, they're going to steal from their own because people generally only work what they own. Black people are the only fools that go around making a big tent, bringing everybody in and not getting paid off of it. Other people, for the most part, work what they own. And when you work with your own, and you're in the industry of thugs and thieves, the people who get control and the power are going to be the thugs and the thieves. You always watch out for the people that you see on the camera all over the place. Those are usually your thugs and thieves. Allegedly. Your Puffies. You know, your Jay-Z's, your Fat Joes. And you see who Fat Joe worked for, right? Rock Nation. The thugs and the thieves are the ones that be having a long time. They're the ones that everybody loves too. That's the worst part about it. The thugs and the thieves are the ones that everybody loves. But y'all sit around and talk about another artist and be like, man, they broke. That'd be tripping me out too. You got people that got, nigga, you make $65,000 a year talking about something, man, they old broke ass. You don't know what kind of shit these people go through. And the level of thievery in that industry. But today's thievery is focused on Fat Joe. Because Fat Joe is trying to thieve and steal hip-hop from black culture. So what we're doing is we're just setting a profile. I ain't say none of this shit. I just watched the video because I like watching real life interviews. I just watched the video and said, oh shit, this happened? I didn't know. I'm reporting the news. I'm just reporting the news. That's why, look, I've been through situations in different shows, musically and also online and stuff like that, where I've done things with groups of people, and then one person want to go ahead and woompty wimp and boomty bamp, and then you gonna be out. And I'm not gonna sit, but I'm not just because one person decides to woompty wimp and boomty bamp the money, don't mean I'm gonna come back and be like, man, look at all black people. I can't never work with a black person. Man, black folks this, black folks that. Nah, that nigga was a scumbag. I'm not gonna turn around and put all black people into the same category because that one motherfucker wasn't shit. In my case, 2, 3, I don't know. You keep going. You don't indict a whole culture of people. You keep going until you meet with your tribe. And when you keep going through things that come up and you get shorted on, it's a lesson in that for you to learn. And when you learn those lessons from where you got shorted, that's going to guide you on a path to finding your tribe and the people you need to be around. But you got to learn the lessons first. Yeah, we don't do blanket statements over here. We don't do that. Lord knows I've been in some bullshit, but I'm not going to sit around and be like, man, look at all these black people. That shit's corny. All right, so let's keep going. Let me get to my next timestamp on that. I took screenshots of my timestamps. There we go. All right.
But basically, they were sending her fake royalty statements. She used 3-4 lawyers before she met me. One was super popular, was telling her there was nothing here, basically. Once I got the royalty statements, the same stuff that they had, it probably took me like a minute and a half to see the deception.
Listen to that. His mom went to some top lawyers in the game. And those lawyers said there's nothing to see here. And then he found something he said in about 90 seconds. Minute and a half. That's how they be treating people out here, y'all. You will actually go and spend money with the right people, and they'll railroad you right back to where you could have gone without them, which is nowhere. That's how this game works. That's why, like, sometimes, that's why a lot of times I don't even look at the chat. Not so much now. I'm looking at y'all right now. Y'all not saying nothing stupid right now. But there have been times that I'll talk about an artist not having their money, like when I did the Angie Stone show. And I'm reading the comments and people like, well, she signed the contract. She should have known better. Look, motherfucker, y'all don't know what level of thievery. Watch this whole interview. This whole interview really breaks down the level, how far people go to steal music rights. They go far to steal these rights. They all cover for one another. Now let's keep going.
Called her up, told her I paid for the case, paid for the auditor, took him to court. Joe was all over the radio basically saying, I gave her $750,000, I gave her $250,000. I told the bitch, enough's enough. Everybody bought it and believed it. He has a big platform. He could call Envy or all these other people and go.
Heard he just said, Joe was on the radio. Joe was on the radio telling people he gave her $700,000. Cap Joe really went on the radio and oh my God, the level of character or lack thereof. Not only did you steal from this woman, but you went on the radio and told the world that she got her money, and you know she didn't. Damn. So let's catalog the offenses right here. 14 years sending fake statements. 14 years saying there's no money being here. And then after 14 years of sending fake statements, allegedly, or according to Gongu, after 14 years of sending money and saying there's no money there, you go on the radio and say you cashed her out $750,000? Yikes, this dude, Fat Joe, really is a gangster. Like, y'all told me he was a gangster, and I believed y'all when y'all said it, but this motherfucker's level of gangster goes. Ugh. I pray spiritual protection for anybody around that dude.
Go in the radio station, be like, look, she's lying, and she can't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like DMing her, bitch, get a job. He got you money for a hair salon, all this stuff. It was all lies. And mediation, we had him admit that he never gave her a dollar in his life.
Oh, so he didn't give her no
Nothing,
money?
not a dollar.
He said he had to admit in mediation. I'm gonna say it again. I'm gonna repeat that. Cap Joe had to admit in mediation that he never gave her a dollar.
He's lying, and she has no.
I'm gonna slow that part down.
Enough's enough. Everybody bought it and believed it.
Wait, no. Let me go back a little further.
Took him to court. Joe was all over the radio basically saying, I gave her $750,000. I gave her $250,000. I told the bitch, enough's enough. Everybody bought it and believed it. He has a big platform. He could call Envy or all these other people and go in the radio station and be like, look, she's lying, and she can't do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So everybody was like DMing her, bitch, get a job. He got you money for a hair salon, all this stuff. It was all lies. And mediation, we had him admit that he never gave her a dollar in his life.
Oh.
So this woman had to deal with people calling her and harassing her, saying get a job. And I know he's not lying. because I see it all the time online. This woman had to deal with harassment because he's on the radio capping about money, and then he had to go to mediation and admit he did not give her a dime. Again, I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm just reporting on the man who was there, what he said. I'm just reporting. Look, I got the link in the description. And I encourage y'all to watch the whole video. I know Real Life is putting out clips, but if you care anything about the music industry, he goes in later on in this interview talking about DMX, talking about how he got the money back for the locks and different artists. If you really care anything about how the music industry, how underhanded it works, y'all need to watch this interview twice. Okay? So again, I ain't saying none of this shit. This is what we hearing from the man that was there. That woman went under all that level of harassment only for you to go to court and say you didn't give her anything? Or mediation? Wow.
Oh, so he didn't give her no
Nothing,
money?
not a dollar in his life he never gave her, period.
Damn. Well, how does, okay.
So I mean, go on.
For those who want to scam, how would they get that off? I'm just curious.
Okay, I don't want to get that scam. Let's go skip to the next part.
Oh, but not to like give any money. She wasn't expecting that, but like, you know, she might have spoke to one or two people, you know, and said, "Oh, I see what you're going through," or something like that. I think Little Kim might have reached out to her one time or something like that.
He's talking about Fat Joe's mom.
But all the other guys that was Pun's friend before Joe and now they're friends with Joe, I mean, they just let him lie. A lot of people, I noticed a lot of these guys like to be lied to, you know, and they don't want nothing to be involved. And when you see she's in a homeless shelter and stuff like that, there's nobody, even though she got vindicated through court, still nobody reaches out to her. You know what I'm saying? Say, "Oh, my bad," or "I see what happened," or anything like that. And then you know what else Joe did?
What?
Damn. These rappers, she said for the most part, alienated her because of those lies, even though the lies were vindicated in court. So maybe we are asking too much for these rappers. Y'all know, like when I always ask the rappers to stand up for the culture, maybe we are asking too much. That's how you treat the homie's mom? I ain't never been so down with another dude that I can't pay respect to somebody's mom or a wife at the time that he died or whatever. Like, and I've been in them situations where people, you know, they left us a little soon. I ain't never been so loyal to anybody that I can't pay respects to moms. I don't get that. Or his wife. I don't get that. Mom, wife. Like, I got a homeboy, like I got people I know who expired. And I was thinking about, I'm not gonna say his name, but I was thinking about one of my homeboys that died about 10 years ago. And I just, you know, I'm thinking like, man, when I see, you know, him growing up, his son growing up, and his girl at the time, it was like, damn. I still, you know, if I was ever asked, I would do whatever I could do. Even though my man died 10 years ago, for the time that he lived, that brother meant, like this cat, I'm thinking about one dude in particular. The cat was we was hella cool, even though we didn't hang out often. I don't know, I just feel a certain bond to somebody's family that if they passed away, that I don't get that, man. Man, people already said no way he was too busy studying at Jacob the jeweler. Hey, chat room, BB, calm down. Like, I'm trying to do a show here. You niggas is being funny and shit. Hey, he called him Joe Zempic. Dog, y'all motherfuckers, pay attention, people, pay attention. Y'all niggas in the chat be in a whole nother world, nigga. Oh, but let's listen to this part right here. This part here is interesting. Listen to this part here.
She got vindicated through court. Nobody reaches out to her. You know what I'm saying? Say, oh, my bad, or I see what happened, or anything like that. And then you know what else Joe did?
What?
This was crazy. So after you know, we were trying to do a big pun movie and stuff like that, right? And basically, you know, we were like, hey, you know, let's get Joe involved. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be bigger with Joe. If you do it without Joe, Joe can get all these other people involved, make it real big. That's truthful. You know what I'm saying? But he was basically saying like, well, if you go on Instagram or if you go out there and tell publicly that I never stole from you, then I'll work with you. Otherwise, I'm not working with you. She's like, why would I do that? You stole from me. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. So they tried to do a big pun movie. And let bygones be bygones and have Fat Joe be a part of it. Fat Joe could have made some money off this. I'm sure they weren't asking him to do it for free. And he said, if you go and tell the world that I didn't steal money from you, huh? You tell his surviving family, I'll do it, and you try to use that as leverage? The more this brother talk, the more greasy this nigga is. Oh my God. Wow. How about you just don't steal? What's up with these thieving ass jabronis that go around stealing? Y'all, a lot of y'all be underhanded, be just straight up unscrupulous, but want to control everybody's perception. I've been in that situation too. You're around a scandalous motherfucker, and instead of that scandalous motherfucker having a behavior and correcting their behavior, they rather go around, you talking to this person, you talking to that person, going around, hey man, what did they say? And you be like, what are you talking about? Why is this nigga asking me if I talk to such and such? Oh, you found later. Oh, that's why. You try to control the narrative. You more worried about the perception of you than you are being you. How about you just be a good person? I've been in that situation a few, and I've been on times where it's like you know somebody, and y'all know a mutual person, but one of the two people calling you, hey man, and you like, and you got the phone like, you be like, did you talk to that person? Oh yeah. And you got the phone like, why did they call me? And then you find out later on, 2, 3, 4, 5 years later, and you be like, did you hear something? You be like, honey, they did what? Oh, that's why they must have been calling me. I remember they was calling me about, God damn it, I didn't put two and two together. I've been in that situation. It's always these dirty motherfuckers that want to go around controlling perception instead of controlling their fucking behavior. How about you control your behavior? Man, please. Oh yeah, I remember that line. Fat Joe said he did a whole album with Biggie. I forgot he did say that. He did a whole album with Biggie. You capping motherfucker. Damn. Let's keep going.
And so he wanted her to change the story up. You know what I'm saying? So then if she did do that, now all people are going to be back on her ass in the DMs and telling you bitch, you lie and all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy, but I don't understand how people just let him lie. Because not only that, people were calling me saying like, oh, you never took him to court and you were bullshit and stuff like that. And like what I do is like, I look at it as an art because it's not easy. You know what I'm saying?
So that was that part. Man, that's some crazy shit right there. What's the next timestamp? Okay, it's out here. Let's go to the next part.
Okay, this is the funny thing. So when we did the audit, we had to get discovery, all right?
Right.
Inside the discovery,
Okay, here they go into talking about the discovery, how they found the money. This is the part where they go into talking about the money, how they found it.
Didn't even want. It's crazy. I wasn't gonna say his name because I didn't even think you would know who he was. But of course,
no,
you,
I talked to him. I talked to Cuban.
So,
I talked to him the other day.
So, can you disclose how much you were able to recover?
Well, when we did the audit, okay, this is the funny thing. So when we did the audit, we had to get discovery, all right?
Right.
Inside the discovery, went back from inception, all right? So the beginning of his career, whatever, of the publishing situation. We found 2.3 in the discovery, but it was more money than that because when Jelly Bean gave the statements, it would go from like, say like there's page 1 to 200.
So first off, before I get to this next part, he said just in discovery. Discovery is that part that Drake wanted put that was the initial lawsuit that he filed with Universal Music was a discovery to find out what's what. So he's saying just in discovery, they found $2.3 million that was missing. 2.3. $2.3 million just in discovery. Now let's keep going.
Statements, it would go from like, say like there's page 1 to 200, and then there'd be 200 pages missing. There'd be pages 201 to page 399 are missing. So there's like 199 pages missing. Then it goes back at 400. So he was actually like hiding more money where there was more money. He was hiding the statement.
So what he said was like in the discovery, like the statement, because those statements do be big. They come in big ass FedEx envelopes. I've seen them. Sometimes, depending on how much music you got, your royalty statements, them motherfuckers be coming in packages this goddamn big and stuff like that. And he's saying that there were hundreds of pages missing, dozens. He said it would be like, 100, 200 pages was missing out the statements. And this just in discovery. So had they gone further in the case, they would have found more money. So he's saying with hundreds of pages missing, they found $2.3 million stolen. And they settled before they went to court over what was in the rest of them hundreds of pages. God damn. So let's go. Let's create our list again. 14 years of fake statements, hundreds of pages missing, $2.3 million, lied and tried to went on the radio and said people said you gave her money, which forced her to deal with harassment. Only to go in court and admit that you didn't give her anything. And then when it came time for a Big Pun movie, think about a Big Pun movie. Let's say if you have real love for your boy Big Pun. Let's say if Fat Joe has real love for you, don't want to see your homeboy immortalized. And not only did you say no, according to Gongu, you basically told other rappers, nah, don't do it. Fat Joe must be very powerful, man. You froze her out after you lied and stole. And now we're not going to get a movie about the great legendary Big Pun because you want her to lie and say you're not guilty of what you settled for in court or mediation? I'm embarrassed to be listening to this story. Shit, this ain't even me. This ain't even my story. I'm embarrassed to listen. I don't want to show my face. Just listen. Like, I feel dirty. I just feel... Hearing this is making my skin crawl. Like, I don't even want to look at y'all. I'm not deserving to even look at y'all. I'm ashamed. I feel shame just talking about this. Like, let alone doing it. I feel a goddamn shame talking about it. What are you doing here? This nigga Christopher Ellis said, I'm getting red from the 5 heartbeat vibes. Shit. Yeah, he's sabotaging Big Pun's legacy. Because Big Pun left a dope-ass legacy. Yes, he did. I would not mind seeing a movie about Big Pun. Not at all. I go watch it. Big Pun was dope. So this is the guy that said, I don't want to deal with those broke FBA niggas. He said FBA just, what did Fat Joe say? FBA just a bunch of broke niggas, but you the one stealing $2.3 million? And we the broke niggas? Broke is more than how much money's in your pocket. Nigga, broke is also a morality thing and a principle thing. You got the nerve to call somebody broke and you steal from somebody's legacy like that? Something that should have gone to their children and family members, and we broke? Man. Let's keep going.
But I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, but then Jelly Bean did it. No, they co-conspired in it. And in court, Joe got reprimanded for all the problems, all right?
All right, so you're right there. He said, yeah, Joe co-conspired with Jelly Bean, but he's saying right here, Joe had to admit to everything. Everything went back on him in court. Listen to this part again. 201 to page 399 are missing. So there's like 199 pages missing. Then it goes back at 400. So he was actually like hiding more money. Where there was more money, he was hiding a statement. But I don't want to hear nobody say, oh, but then Jelly Bean did it. No, they co-conspired in it. And in court, Joe got reprimanded for all the problems, all right? Joe was obligated to pay the bill, all right? Joe's the one that got reprimanded for all the problems in court. So although, according to them in court, the co-conspirator was Jelly Bean, in court, Joe is the one, according to Gongu again, is the one that got reprimanded. Let's go to this other part I want to get to. Wow. Fat Joe, you should have never called FBA a whole bunch of broke niggas. We wouldn't be on your ass like this. Because, you never made music good enough for us to care as much about you this long after your last hit. But it's that bullshit you talking is the reason why we even bringing you up. Had Cap Joe just been chilling and collecting his stolen millions, allegedly, we wouldn't have nothing to say. Because there's plenty of other thieves out there in music. But you the one calling the FBA a bunch of broke niggas. So every time some story like this come up, these broke niggas gonna have something to say about it.
They just let me do the work, and that's all good. You know what I'm saying? Right. But no, he obviously Joe knows exactly who I am.
Right. How do you feel about him?
How do I feel about him?
Yeah, you personally.
I think he's low quality. Mm-hmm. I mean,
he said he thinks Fat Joe is low quality. Now let's listen to hear him say why he thinks Fat Joe is low quality.
I mean, you're gonna leave a family in a homeless shelter over lies. Come on, man.
It's
you
crazy.
Know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't call this guy your brother. What do you think your brother would do to you right
now? So is she still able to recoup from?
Yeah, we got him out. We got her out the picture from the former publisher. The judge gave Joe shares to Liza. So whatever shares that he had publishing wise and whatever he had rights wise.
That's awesome.
She got it. You know what I'm saying?
So not only did he have that money, he had that part of the publishing. So the judge gave Liza Joe's shares. So now she gets the money directly. There's always that one person, I told you, somebody said, Musicians are dumb. No, musicians are not dumb. Musicians are targeted. Milton. Your name is Milton, so you should be the first one that should seek understanding before drawing conclusions. Because the average person is gonna see somebody talking named Milton and automatically dismiss them. Oh, that nigga name is Milton. He don't know what the fuck you talking about. Milton sounds like the name of a dope computer programmer, but if you ain't that sounds like the name of a computer programmer with a lisp. Nigga, your name is Milton. Man, every chick you go to a chick, she might even be giving you play. Then she be like, "What's your name?" You be like, "My name is Milton." And she be like, ah. So if your name is Milton, you should be the first person to listen and to get to know in depth a little bit more what you're talking about. Musicians are not dumb. Musicians are targeted. And we covered that earlier in the show, how even when she went and hired a named lawyer, that named lawyer screwed her over. Because that's what the music industry is about. It's about screwing over musicians and targeting black musicians especially. And I don't have the book up right here. Damn it, where's that book? Oh yeah. Told y'all, if y'all read this book I told y'all about before, Rhythm and Business, The Political Economy of Black Music. Watching this whole interview later on, he's going to talk to you about how black musicians are stolen from the most. That's because they created a whole game plan on how to steal from us. And even when you go to the right people, you get fucked over. So Milton, before you go around talking shit, Milton, get to know that it's a bigger game being played. The same reason why you shouldn't be judged by your name. Don't judge musicians by what go on because it's a bigger game. You dig? Milton. Now go back to your MySpace profile and stop fucking with us saying dumb shit over here, Milton. So, Larry said, Milton sounds like a nigga that lost his virginity to his aunt. Milton is a post-Civil War reporter name. You said you work with a Milton? I bet you that nigga corny, D. Foster. B. Rodriguez said your uncle name is Milton? I hope he a good one. Cause if I ever saw somebody named Uncle, no, I'm pretty sure your Uncle Milton is the exception. Cause if I saw somebody named Uncle Milton, I'm running. I never send my kids around. If my brother's name was Milton, I wouldn't send kids around him. Thank God my brother's name ain't Milton. Like, nah. My mama named this nigga Milton for some reason. Can't be good. Oh, I'm just playing. Milton. Milton sounds like the name of somebody that's like a good accordion player. Like, I hate the accordion. That's like the corniest instrument. But if you name Milton, you're born being able to play that accordion where you can play the keyboard and squeeze and shit. That Steve Urkel instrument. I hate the fuck. Like, everybody named Milton plays the fucking accordion or the harmonica. Like, two annoying ass instruments. You gotta be good at those, because you really only learn the harmonica when you're sitting around and you lonely and you ain't got shit else to do with your life. Other than Stevie Wonder and Little Walter. The harmonica, I hate that goddamn instrument. Stevie Wonder can play it and Little Walter can play it. Outside of that, anytime I meet somebody, I play the harmonica. You fucking goofball. Fuck out my face. Harmonica ass nigga. Fuck out my face, nigga. You play the spoons. Niggas named Milton play the spoons. Oh, they're gonna Milton playing the spoons again. Oh shit, they're gonna Milton playing the spoons. Here we go. We all gotta wake up. Can't get no sleep because Milton over there playing the spoons and the harmonica. Rocky over here snoring his ass off. All right, so let's get back to what we're talking about.
Saying.
Awesome.
So I mean, trust me, she went from.
So that's him saying that basically now she's living her life, you know, sucker free, and she's doing good. Let's keep going.
A bad situation to, you know, having places in multiple states. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it's you know, I heard from her the other day. I mean, you know, she don't have she has no complaints. She has no complaints.
Did she ever hit you and throw you like a little bag, like, hey man, I ain't good looking?
Well, I mean, I got my money back for you know what I invested in stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And we actually worked on the audit and stuff like that, and you know everything's you know working out. You know what I mean? So, but like yeah, I mean, put this way, whether they do a movie or not, she don't really care. Yeah. She's good. The kid's good. You know what I mean? She's like whatever. But it's just kind of crazy where he tried to put an ultimatum up, and then the whole industry goes with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I still can't mess with her, even though she was right. I still can't mess with her.
That part. What kind of power does Fat Joe have? And how weak are you niggas to bend to it? Like, who's behind Fat Joe? Y'all not contesting him talking about hip hop, and y'all basically allowed him to blackball her movie? What kind of sucker shit are you hip hop niggas under? I thought y'all was the tough guys. I thought you niggas was the tough guys. For real? Let's keep going.
That is crazy.
That's wild.
That is crazy. Like I said, he's like a Catholic priest, man. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like definitely in hip hop, man. It feels like there's certain people that it just
He said Fat Joe's like a Catholic priest. Wow.
like no matter what they can't do no wrong. Just off subject. Do you think like?
So that was the most part I wanted to get through in this part of the interview. I'm not gonna break down the whole interview because there's a lot of dope nuggets that he dropped about it. I would rather you guys go and watch the full hour and 20-minute long interview on Real Life Productions. The link is in the description box. But I just wanted to show y'all like an overall profile trying to take hip hop culture. And let's go in one more time. Like again, going back to, let's double back on my show yesterday about Doechii and what an industry plant is. You know what an industry plant is? An industry plant is somebody who's willing to go whatever lengths, however far, to tell whatever agenda they want you to push. Speaking of that, I need y'all to go to intellectualpower.net right now. Intellectual power, this that brain food, that brain medicine. This here, get them, for me, I can't speak for y'all, but for me, this right here gets my brain going whoop-de-whamp, boom-de-bamp, whoop-de-whamp. I mean, straight up in line. So type in, try it right now and get a 10% discount. My product code DBrown. Also, peace pads. The link is in the top of the chat. It's pinned to the top of the chat. And also, Risa has an event May 3rd here in Los Angeles, California. That's a Saturday in Compton, more I should say. I keep saying LA. It's in Compton, but for me, Compton right down the goddamn street. So, and it's about reproductive health. So I would love for y'all to sign up for that. It's free. Go to intellectualpower.net and also go to Peace Pads. And make sure y'all do the damn thing with that because Risa is doing a great job out there with the people. Great product. And I stand by this product not because I'm told to, but because I was buying this shit long before I told y'all to buy it, all right? I started getting this last June. So I want to make sure I pass along stuff that works for me personally, all right? Because y'all know I'm all about keeping this noggin right here sharp. So I can teach y'all about the Black American music family tree, you know? And you can get your hoodie at dewanb.com/shop. Get your Black American music family tree hoodie, poster, t-shirt, any of that shit at dewanb.com/shop. Now, I want to know what y'all think about this whole Fat Joe situation. Call in 323-744-7425. Oh shit, I just got a notification saying starting in May, Skype will no longer be available. You'll be notified when you can move your chats and contacts. Wow, so I don't know if I'll be able to move this number along with me. But for right, it's saying, okay, through May, I'm going to have to find somewhere else to have you motherfuckers call into. Anyway, 323-744-7425. Call in. Let me see. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from? Oh, the caller hung up. So caller call back or somebody else call. Shit. I didn't even hear the motherfucker ringing. Call in 323-744-7425. Oh, your shit hung up again. I see, Larry, you talking shit, nigga. Nigga, come see these hands, nigga. I have you stretched out on the pavement. That's only stretching out you gotta worry about. See these hands, nigga, and be stretched out on the ground. By DeJuan Brown. Don't frown, you bitch ass clown. Yeah, who's this calling in? I've had a few people. I don't know, maybe it's something wrong with Skype. Skype telling me that I may no longer be able to accept calls. I done got like 3 missed calls. I thought I hit answer. Maybe I think we having phone issues here because I'm getting some calls coming in. Let's see now. Let's see if this works. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from? I'm connected. What the fuck? Hold on. Caller?
Yeah.
There you are. What's up, caller? What's
You
the
hear
name? Where
me
you
now?
calling from?
Dana calling from the Valley.
Dana from the Valley. What's on your mind?
Sorry, I didn't mean to be the first caller, but what I
That's all
wanted
good.
to
I'm
say,
having issues over here.
it sounds like it. Thank you for covering this because as much as people talk in the chat and people talk in the comments, collectively we don't know how to count.
Yeah.
We don't know how to add, multiply, subtract, and more of us, like you said, get ripped off. Don't think Berry Gordy was no millionaire because all the music was popping and his artists were paid. A lot of those artists, without Diana Ross, I'll exclude her, did not get paid.
Yeah.
They got ripped off and lived in squalor and died in squalor.
Yeah, it's like people don't understand that there's the industry is targeting black artists. It's not like it happens by happenstance. They target. And if they allow a black record label to exist, they're going to take so much money off the top. Even if they want to be honest, you're going to have to steal from somebody because they taking so much from you. Example, when in the same interview, if you go back and listen to this whole interview, he gets into Sugar Hill Records and how much money they stole. But he also talks about how the mafia was behind them, taking so much off the top. If you go back to my interview with Mr. Bobby Rush, when he's talking about how Willie Dixon stole, allegedly, from Muddy Waters and those guys, But that's because the owners of chess records was taking so much, it forced the people who are in the front to look like they're the ones stealing. Babyface didn't steal from TLC. And it was the people behind Babyface that stole from TLC, you know?
Right.
And it's
But
just,
you
it's set
have
up
to.
that way.
I'm sorry, go
So
ahead.
if a black person breaks through, it's gonna be doubly bad. But go ahead.
No, what I wanted to say, and sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, is that people have to take from people because it's business, and a lot of times we don't discuss the business. We don't know the business. If we get reparations tomorrow and people say we need more businesses, think about 80% of people don't know how to run a business. They just don't. We're not, conditioned in that way to be entrepreneurs, even though that's what we want. And people don't understand business. It's you to show, but somebody has to conduct the business. And you have to
Yes.
rip off each other to kind of break even. I know so many people want to be artists and want to be out there. And now we hear in Don's story, which I'm sure you'll touch on at some time. But when you got to split money 4 ways with 4 people, everybody got to recoup and get their money. It's just no money left. And then you throw in a mental health issue and somebody going to get messed over.
You're right about
So
that.
this is just no news. And thank you, Dewan, for breaking it down and putting out there. But when I saw the header of your show and I was, waiting for the broadcast to start, I thought about Kendrick because I'm sure everybody thinks Kendrick is paid and he making money hand over fist. And they was trying to clown him a few years ago when he bought his sister a Toyota Camry, the most reliable car through her college years and probably the beginning of her first job. But it's a business. Somebody got to get paid and somebody got to get messed over so somebody else can get paid.
Yeah, Kendrick,
I'm not
that's
saying
why he
what
had to
Doug
open up
did
PG
is right.
Lane. Because under TDE, he was getting the smallest cut of the pie. But that's what
Right.
happens when, also on the other end, they do invest a lot to get you there. So they do got to recoup in some ways. But before it gets to the black person that you see, the people behind it are stolen money.
Right.
But thanks for giving us a call again.
Thanks for putting it out there. All right, you have a good
For
one.
sure. Yeah, look at what's going on right now with George Clinton. Look at what's going on with George Clinton. He had to file a $100 million lawsuit against his former business partner. The industry fucked over George Clinton in a lot of ways. And now you see George Clinton. Look at this. 1 second, caller. This is today. I know he's and I went to this Hall of Fame, to the Walk of Fame ceremony last year. But he's suing his business partner. George Clinton's been in lawsuits for the last 30 years. That money that they made, they've been screwing this man over for a long time. And not to say he's, all the way perfect in this situation, but they've been stealing so much money from the top. A lot of the people like Fuzzy and all the people from Parliament Funkadelic, Bernie Worrell died, the keyboard player who revolutionized the keyboard. He died of a preventable form of prostate cancer. Diaper Man died a few years ago from cancer. These guys had cancers that could have been operated on and worked on, but they didn't have the money nor the insurance because these thugs had it. What's up, caller? What's the name? Where you calling from?
What's up? This Milton, and I'm on Crenshaw Slauson right now.
This nigga says, ain't nobody named Milton on Crenshaw and Slauson. If you said you was on like goddamn Crenshaw and PCH down there in Palos Verdes and your name is Milton, I'd be like, all right.
No, man, this straight for Detroit. I just fucking with you. Yeah, that's messed up what Fat Joe did, man. To Big Pun and his family. That's my thoughts on it. Taking the money, that's supposed to be your man's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's your people. This ain't no random person. Yeah. It's your people.
Exactly. Yep. But yeah, that's all I had, brother. I don't want to hold up the other call.
Yes, sir. Thanks for giving us a
all
call.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. That's your people? That's how you do your people? God damn. How do you do the people that ain't your people? Maybe that's why the music industry is so scared of Fat Joe. They probably got good damn reason to be scared of him. If this is how he do his people, how in the hell do we do his not people? That's what I'm trying to figure out. How do you do the people who ain't your people? Shit. Let me see here. Hello, hello? Nah, I'm over here. Hello, hello? I got this echo right here. I don't know about with y'all, but with me, it sound like, nigga, I sound like God talking. Is there a mic delay on? No? Is that it? Is that it? Mic delay? Okay. Hello? All right, cool. I don't hear myself talking like God no more. So we good. We good. I ain't talking like God no more. Somebody said God don't smoke weed. Motherfucker, God made weed. What the fuck you talking about God don't smoke it? What do you think happens every time a forest fire happens? You think all them fires that happened in California, all the weed down here? You don't think when we had them forest fires last month, God wasn't up in heaven going, woo! Man, God was hitting them forest fires like a bong, motherfucker. What the hell you talking about? God was hitting that shit. Like, that shit I put down there in California strong than the motherfucker. God damn. No, he was saying me damn instead of goddamn. God was like, I put some strong shit down there in the Palisades, goddamn it. Woo! Yeah, I smoked the good one with God too. Hell yeah. Yeah, God sits on high for you sinners down low. Which I'm about to do, man. I'm having some real technical issues. My stream deck got updated, got to get redone. So I got too much funky shit going on over here right now. I see y'all still calling. Can't hear y'all calling. I just see the shit pop up. I mean, you know what that means? I'm about to end this motherfucker. I got too much shit to get fixed over here. But understand this. You know, for your artists out there, learn what you need to learn and watch this interview because he really breaks down how they steal and how they target, and get books like this, Rhythm and Business. Look at how the political economy, how they steal from black artists on every level, from your rights to your sales. And that's how they fund those other forms of music that don't nobody like, that fly-by-night ass music. That's how they fund and get. You notice a white artist can have 2 good hits and live comfortably the rest of their life. A black person like Andy Stone could be there at the inception of a genre and still have to tour. That's not by mistake, people. That is not by mistake. That is intentional. Read these books. Understand that, you know, black people ain't just dumb. And then when black people do figure it out, they find ways to take those companies the way they took Stax from Al Bell, the way they took VJ Records when they released the Beatles. When they do it right, they find a way. It still ain't all the way clear how Suge Knight lost Death Row. Not with all the leverage he had. I listened to some of his interviews. It's still not clear how Suge Knight lost Death Row Records. It was a lot of finagling going on for him to lose that. Lots of finagling and technicalities. Contracts. And when they can't take it from you like they did Michael Jackson, they take you out. Prince, allegedly. What I heard, I don't know. I'm just talking. Don't take me serious. All right? But I'm about to get the fuck on out of here. I got to see what's going on. Skype saying they're about to cut the service and shit. So I'm going to have to find a new carrier to take y'all calls on. I'm not going to wait till they done with it. I'm going to figure out something between now and then. But thank y'all again for listening. Remember, there are no perfect messengers. Only perfect messages for those willing to pick up the game. Thank y'all again for listening. We out.